how did the Dre DJ Premier thing come together?
I met DJ Premier in Moscow. I was doing a show with my group, No Worries, and we were on the same show as him. And we met there, and a part of the whole process, it was with the Boiler Room, and a part of that whole process was to do a song, a collaboration with him, and I was the vocalist for that. So we did one song out there, and he gave me another beat, which was the beat for Animals, that him and Space Kid worked on.
Oh, so that beat was been around already?
They did it there in Moscow.
Okay, how
so
long
they did
before?
2 beats.
How long ago was this?
They did, we went out there, it was a few months back. It was like, maybe like, I don't know, I got to check. I'm horrible with dates, maybe 6 months back.
6 months ago,
Yeah.
okay, so 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Did you actually see Premier do the beat?
Yeah, I was in there. No, that one they had did right before I got there.
Okay.
So they had chopped that one up right before I got there, and they played that one for me first. And I was like, okay, this is dope, but what'd you guys just do? And then they played the other one that they were just working on. And I watched them chop up that one. I was like, okay, let's just work with this one. For some reason, I didn't jump on the first one. I didn't know how long we would have, but I liked both of them. But I think it was just about because I watched him chop up the other loop that we did, and I was like, oh, let's just go with this. So I cut that one there, and then I was like, yo, let me get this other one, and I'll do something when I get home. And that ended up being Animals.
Okay, so you brought that to Dre?
Yep. So I had just recorded that, and
okay, when you recorded it, you did the chorus?
I had everything. I had the chorus, and I had my little verse, and that was it. That's all the song was at first, and then.
So the whole chorus was already done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything was done except for Dre's verse.
Okay.
And the production that Dre added on there too. I was about to leave the studio, and my manager was like, "Yo, play that shit for him, man." And I was like, I just cut it. It wasn't mixed or anything, so I was like, I don't know. And I've seen Dre, listen to shit and just play 2 seconds of it and just cut it down and move on.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I wanted like everything I play for him to be like something he listens to. So I was like, fuck. But I played it, and man, it was like 8 bars in, and he was just, I love this shit. You know, I gotta put a verse on this, bro.
Okay.
And I was like,
you
damn.
told him the DJ Premier did the beat and everything?
Yeah, I was like, I gotta join with Premier. He's like, what? He's like, let me hear that shit. And I played that, man, and he was just like, ooh, from the downbeat. And he's like, I gotta put a verse on this, man. What the fuck is that, man? And I was like, yeah, man, do your thing. And then he called me the next day and was like, yo, bro, I know this is your song. I know you brought this in, but I would love if I can use this for the album, whatever I gotta do. And I was like, nah, man, son, say no more, Dre, DJ Premier, let's make history, so. Yeah.
Okay. So then Dre got in and started fucking with the beat?
Yeah, they added like some bass line, some strings and key stuff. And then Premier came back into town, and then I watched Premier do the scratches, and they were in the room together when he was doing all that stuff and finding like the samples and stuff.
What was it like seeing Dr. Dre and DJ Premier together? Because, I mean, you're a little bit younger than me, but there was at one point a serious debate in hip hop about who's the better producer, Dr. Dre or DJ Premier.
Right.
I mean, like, I'm talking about like the mid-90s.
Right.
When both of them were on fire for their own reasons.
Yes.
Like, Dre had the West Coast on lock, and Premier had the East Coast on lock.
Yep.
Dre was doing Tupac, Premier was doing Biggie. Like, I mean, it was like a beat war that was happening.
Right.
And they all had very different sounds as well. So what was it like seeing the two of them actually collaborate on music together?
It was awesome, bro.
I don't think that ever happened before, had it?
Nah, not like that. It was awesome just to see the admiration and respect that both of them have for each other. Like, that's how I was looking, watching them, and Dre's watching Premier scratch, and put in these things, and I can see that he's like, Dre's just like looking like, damn, this is happening, for my album, so it was like the same feeling, that I would have had, like just the same feeling I had working with Dre. I could see that he had that with Premier. These are two dudes that are real fans of each other and have that real respect.
Yeah.
So when they were in there together, it was like, you could see that, they were just geeking out, over the whole thing and sharing stories and this and that when they, release parties and different things that have happened when they met each other and all kinds of different shit, man. And it was amazing.
So what did Premier think about what Dre did to the beat in terms of the changes.
Yeah, I talked to him. He said he really liked it. Yeah, he said usually, you know, he doesn't really like working with producers.
Right, because, you know, I mean, sometimes people are like picky about that shit. Like,
absolutely.
oh, man, you going to fuck with my beats?
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. He thought it was real tasteful. And, yeah, I think he told him some of the things that both of us, you know, were adamant about things that we liked and things that we didn't like. And Dre was very open to suggestions and everything. So we were all super satisfied with the final product.
is it a diss or is it not a diss?
Nah, it ain't a diss. It just me stating facts. Like, letting you know, like, that ain't something that we honor. Like, we don't joke about that. Like, we done lost homies over that shit. So, it just letting you know I'm stating facts.
Like, we never even, he didn't care about that, man. Like,
Oh, but he was doing a diss record.
yeah, I mean, of course,
do
because
it.
you got to understand, Eazy's a smart man. You know what I'm saying? And he always was looking for a way to gain something from publicity.